Yeah, good afternoon, guys. As you all know, this is going to be a just nice breakdown on gold. As you can see, this is 15th of January already, and then it's already pushing up back to back, pushing up back to back. So we'll start our analysis from the weekly time frame. Let's see how we go with that, and let's see our next destination of price. You see, if you can see from last week, last Sunday analysis, you can see that it went pretty well as expected, and now this is a new week. So let's see to what extent will we be expecting this move, since it's really piling up to the upside. It's really piling up to the upside. You can see it here. It's really piling up to the upside. So to my own verdict, it will be pushing high to that particular zone or key level above, right? So it will be pushing out to this particular stuff right there. Although there's something like this here, which I would say that probably from now to next 3 weeks, once price get to this point, we should be more careful with the way we watch out in the market. We should be more careful, like so careful. But anyways, so this is what is happening right now. Since price hasn't gotten there, we take advantage of it, right? So now on the daily time frame, let's check there. In daily time frame, you can see what is happening. And daily time frame here is pushing up to this particular high, this particular high is pushing up there. So let's see. So this, let me mark out these zones that's around the present price level. It is. We'll mark out the zones around the current price level. We get it also on this particular place. And then remember the last time I made a YouTube video on my analysis. That was last Sunday or so. Price was around this point. So I was telling you guys that price going to surely break out. I was telling you guys price going to surely break out, and you see finally it broke out Thursday. Yeah. Wednesday, Thursday, around during that time, that's when it broke out, and this is where price is right now. So majorly, and if you go to the weekly time frame, that is a zone also on the weekly time frame. You can see it's also a zone on the weekly time frame. It's also a zone on the weekly time frame. So I will what I'm basically looking at is riding up down to the next day one zone. Let me show you where the day one zone is located. This is the one zone right here. This is the first zone around day one, and then this okay, let me show you where. This is day one, and then it's also day one zone. So let's see how it's gonna do, pushing up to that side. Yeah, I wasn't able to, although we capitalized on it last week, but I wasn't able to make much. Only very small. When I mean small, I mean very small amount of money that I was able to make from this market, because I was not able to capitalize much, and I was having low capital. All right, so but still, so many people capitalize on this. So let's see how it goes. This is a new year. So when I say I have less capital, don't let's move on. All right, so right now, based on what I'm looking at pulling up to this zone. Then before we make any decision, or before we look at what we'll be looking at next. All right, so let's see what happened at that particular zone. All right, so right now, we'll go to the 1 4 hour time frame, because despite waiting for the long move, we're still going to look for what is short, right? What we're gonna see next in the market. So you can see what's going on here. If we are to mark out our key point, now, there's something I just learned recently, and that is we should never look down on what 1 hour time frame can do. So after looking out for this, I will also still check my 1 hour time frame to see what it's saying, right? So that I'll know what to be pulling out for this week. All right, so let's hope that this week be a good week. So you can see this is basically the latest demand level. So waiting for price. At any point, price could give us, a pullback to that point. Then we'll be looking for buys. All right. So buys will start anytime soon. From what we're seeing here, buys will start anytime soon. Anytime soon. So let's just see how it goes. Buys will start anytime soon, and then I'll do looking for buys at this point, or to get more sniper entry around this corner. I'm going to just shift down to my one time frame now, which I'll be showing you guys very briefly. So let's go to our one to see what's happening there. If you go to our one now, you see that to make the zone more sharp, which I won't be taking out the 4 hour zone, but let me just show what I'm saying right now. So you can see this is zone on 1 hour, but still there is this is supply slash demand level on 1 hour. But if you go, there's still a resistance zone there. Okay, support right now, no more resistance. Okay, why I was saying resistance because last week it was a resistance, right? So right now let's see what's happening here. So I'm expecting a pullback. At any of these points I'll be seeking out for my buys, right? At any of this point I'll be seeking out for my buys, all right? I will be preferring a more nice entry at this point. To be frank, I will be preferring a more nice entry to that, or at that point. Okay, so if price pull out to this point, basically if price pull out to this point, believe me, I'll be looking out for any 15 minute kind of candlestick rejections slash entry. Like, let me just quickly show you guys what I saw the other time when I took the last trade. You see when price came to this zone, came to this particular supply, although there was a 15 minutes here. Let me give you a nice breakdown. You see price, let me show you what I'm saying. Price gave us something like this, then finally broke this zone. So this one was a kind of supply level. It came down to that point, and then I took my first buy around this point. So what happened? It came here and was playing around with my emotions and everything. So finally it broke up. Alright, it broke up. Although I was having some stop around there, it broke up, and then it came back again, and you can see a 15 minutes supply around this point. So it came back to that supply, and then that's when the push to the upside finally happened. That's when the push to the upside finally happened. So what I'm saying in essence is that if you come around this particular point, you will see how this 15 minutes candles behave, right? It gave 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections, and then that's when it started pulling up to the upside. So make sure that you spot out rejections in the market before you don't just pull out at any point, right? Mark out a key point, and make sure when you have a 1 hour structure, you look for 15-minute candlestick patterns for entry in order to be in the safer side. Make sure you look for candlestick patterns when it comes to time for entries. All right, so as you can see, small traders still moving forward. So let's see how it goes this 2023. We keep the fire going. All right, stay cool, guys. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe. Don't despise little beginning. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share the video. All right, thank you, guys.